From the subreddit AskReddit. People who are supporting Russia in the ongoing war with Ukraine, why? Remember, by controversial bois. Go to r/Ukraine Russia report. There are a solid handful of Russian supporters who post regularly. They will answer plain as day. Gotta love all the answers from the people it was meant for. Russian here, can answer you why people are doing this. 1. One relative is glued to a TV, so much that he doesn't eat, drinks coffee all day, and listening to propaganda all day long. 2. Second relative is afraid of NATO and behaves on this fear illogically, like we should defeat Ukraine, NATO will kill us all anyway. 3. Co-worker is just stupid and Idka's reasoning, but ha ha ha, he's deeply scared of mobilization. I do not support Putler, but heck, people here make it really easy to think that all want us dead, ESP on World News. Edit, and I don't support the war, it's just my 2 cents. Edit 2, so many upvotes, wow. Thanks all. People Reddit hates, identify yourselves so we can harass you. My Turkish barber was going off on one last time I got a haircut about how the US was the one stirring up trouble in Russia's neighborhood. Not that I support Russia per se, but I don't trust anything the US media has to say, therefore I am highly suspicious of their version of events. No idea, but a coworker told me Putin is trying to save the world from a secret world order, the cabal. The Queen's death also was part of this theory. Other members were Elon Musk, Obama, and Bill Gates. He also had some wild theories on COVID relating to that. In more seriousness, my in-laws are Russians. Either they just watch the national channel so propaganda, and the typical "the West is responsible for all our problems" chant. Or they don't care about politics and go on with their day cause it doesn't affect them. You can't answer that on Reddit lol. I don't support Russia, but I can see where they're coming from. NATO wasn't supposed to expand when the agreement was signed, and they've expanded several times to the point where they're damn near Russia's doorstep. If you listen to Putin's speech right after the started, he makes some pretty valid arguments. What I find truly stunning is the fact that a lot of European countries became dependent on Russia's gas. Those fools literally gave Putin all the leverage. It seems like the comments that actually do support Russia just gets downvoted to hell, so we can't even read any proper answers here. Way to ruin the thread, guys. According to the conservatives I work with, in Canada, it is either the US forced Russia to invade Ukraine or Ukraine is doing something really, really bad and Russia is going in to put a stop to it. They also tell me not to trust the stuff I see on the internet, but get their info from Facebook. A family member of mine supports Russia. We are both non-Russian living in Canada. I asked him why and he said he likes a strong leader and he doesn't like the West trying to push their LGBT agenda on the rest of the world. I didn't even try arguing with him, lol. Be a good person and don't downvote the people who are actually answering the question, don't have the same view as you. Was told by a family member Ukraine had it coming because they're the most corrupt country in the world, Russia is just trying to clean it up. Also NATO is bad and forced them to act. They said all this in a sort of Tucker Carlson-esque way, ask yourself this. This person is North American with no relation to either country. Yes, it's weird, I hear from people they're both shitty, they're both corrupt and all I can think is sure, but one has attacked the other. This one is an easy one, which country has crossed borders while attacking with military equipment? That's the one who is in the wrong, it's that simple. I don't support the Russian government but I feel for the citizens who didn't ask for this, same with the Ukraine, I don't really trust what is being portrayed. But at the end of the day I'm not claiming to be an expert. I know a couple of people that are pro-Russian in this situation. First they say the world needs Russia to act as a counterbalance to the USA. Say that if a country acts in opposition to the USA and Euro interests they shouldn't be sanctioned back to the Stone Age. And I kinda get that. Second, most of them find that Ukraine to be like Russia's son, Ukrainians speak the same language, same industries and look very similar. So Ukraine going back to Russia shouldn't be so unnatural. Third, some just don't trust Ukraine because Zelensky is Jewish, even though they've received no Israeli military support. Fourth, they don't think it's a fair fight, where the entire Western world armed Ukraine, while Russia was on the other side. I don't agree, just sharing their reasons. Russian swimsuit models. Thanks to all who wrote in here. As a Russian that is against the war and Putin, you can't even imagine how heartwarming it is to read that not all people in the world hate me either. They don't like the US and or NATO and thus will support any country that opposes it because classic Western imperialism, forgetting Russia invaded Poland 3 times and had an empire. B. They still think Russia is communist, and are still in love with the USSR. C. They believe the lies that Ukraine is ran by Nazis, despite every country having a far-right issue RN. They don't realize Russia, and formerly the USSR, is just as hypocritical. Not me but from a classmate. He said if Ukraine said Palestine belongs to Israel, then they should stop being hypocrites and accept that Ukraine belongs to Russia.